Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the PM Doc. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikToks. We're going to try and cover some of the more inspirational slash motivational videos that you see on these platforms, and we're also going to talk about the meme videos that try to either mock those types of videos or just try to use them as some kind of funny thing.
Hmm.
I got with me Eddie
It,
and Dryden.
Hey, how's it going?
Good boys, good. I think everybody knows what kind of videos we're talking about.
yeah.
They are literally everywhere. They're in your suggestions. They're even in ads nowadays.
Yeah.
Um, we're gonna talk about the ones I guess we feel that are useful, some that are kind of convoluted, and we're also gonna talk about how some of them may have helped us in the past or currently. And if you guys that are listening have the same experience, let us know. Message us, comment in the bottom wherever you're listening to this. Yeah. So, boys, motivational videos.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're very full of shit.
Uh,
I mean,
Well,
I I mean, yeah. I mean, I look at those and sometimes you kind of wonder. It's like, are they actually trying to be motivational or are they just trying to get views? So most of the, or at least in my experience, some of these, I don't know if I could say most of these, but some of these I see that actually is the case. It's like it's less likely trying to be it's trying to be less beneficial and more like attention seeking, like in a way. Um,
yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the one that comes to mind pretty quick is actually, I don't know if you guys seen it, and again, if anybody's listening, if any of you have seen it, but the one that always cracks me up, he's an old man that has worked with billionaires or something like that. He's always wearing a fancy blue suit with stripes, and the thing that cracks me up the most about this guy and all of his videos is just basically the aggression that he has, and he uses that aggression, and he backs it up with the fact that he's an alpha male. And to me, it's like, all right, dude, like he always talks about being like millionaire, billionaire, successful in life.
Yeah.
Give me 5 seconds with you, and I'll be able to tell if you're successful or not in life, or something stupid like that.
Yeah, see, that's
If
what
you want to be,
yeah, see, that's kind of what what I was getting at. It's like
yeah,
it's kind of like that all that it's like a magic show, in a sense where it's like you go these people go, these people go to see a magic show to see a trick. People watch these videos because they think, okay, I'm gonna watch these and it's like magic. I'm gonna get better, but it's not
hmm
actually beneficial. It's kind of like you watch a you know, give me 5 minutes. Like here's five things. You'll be become a billionaire in like in a week. Do these things. Wake up,
yeah.
make your bed, wash your face, use this soap. Stupid. Like,
It just yeah, it gets away from the point where but the thing with that is some of these videos I feel could be taken out of context to kind of like drive these motivational pages, let's say.
oh yeah,
Some like that guy would be like, if you want to be successful, do A, B, C, and D, but really he's only talking to a specific crowd because what that message is trying to convey is for specific people.
hmm
But the thing is these pages will use videos like that, and if you apply this to your everyday life, then you will be successful. It's like, well, no, that's not really how it works. The things that really help, like we're not to say people are in tears, like define success. It's pretty hard because everybody is will define what they think is success differently. But like, I feel like these pages will take that way out of context and just throw it out to people, and it's not basically how it's just they're not doing it right in my opinion.
yeah.
Um,
It's like
there's sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say maybe some of them are trying to be motivational and they're actually trying to help people, but
Hmm.
it all depends. I feel like some of these people, these quote unquote content creators, aren't exactly being realistic with, you know, with with these methods of trying to help people, whether it be you're battling depression or you want to get oh, the best is when the people are trying to get rich quick. Like follow these, do these three things to get rich quick.
Yeah. Well, I
All,
remember Dryden was sending like has sent me a few of not necessarily the get rich quick, but like things that might help you to make more income, let's say. And again, like in the proper context, a lot of these videos can make sense, but that's the thing when it's open to such when there's I guess not a lot of context behind them. It is just that. It's like if you do these things, you're going to be rich in a certain amount of time where they're not explaining that yeah it's going to take hours every day, that it's going to take a lot of dedication, it's going to take a lot of hard work, but it's packaged as very quick and very simple.
mm,
And that's where I find it's very like that, and that's the difference for me between videos like that and then other videos where it's literally just like hey like you're fine today, or you might not be fine today, but if you know like you try to keep it at level head, like you know what I mean, like very much more structured. Things might take some time, but at least you're trying. Like that's kind of like the motivational stuff that I think more people need to hear of, not in your face. I'm an alpha. I'm successful, and you will be successful if you do exactly what I do.
yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, Dryden. I remember you sending me a couple other ones as well, where it was just like that. It had a lot to do with working out as well, which I know you're very
Dude,
much into.
99% of the shit I send is just working out.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like it'll be someone working out, and the message behind it is very positive, and it works for the context of the video,
Yeah,
where
no.
it's like it's very like structured.
Well, I only want to send you guys the structured ones. The other ones are just bullshit. Like
Yeah.
trying to send you like the quick rich scheme like you guys were talking about. Like
Hmm.
sending one of those is like trying just to pull your teeth out with a needle, like just a hairpin. You're not
Hmm.
going to be able to do that,
Yeah.
especially like within an hour or within 3 to 4 weeks. It's going to be at least a year to 2 years of you hustling and trying to get that income
Yeah.
or anything along those lines.
Yeah, and that's where then you have to start looking at either A, who's talking in the post, or B, who's posting. Because
Usually it's
then
B.
yeah. Well, and that's why one of my favorite guys to listen to from time to time, and I'm pretty sure Eddie, you'll know who I'm talking about, Joey Diaz.
Yeah. Oh my
I
God.
I love that man to death because his background story, all that stuff. Like he's explained to it on many podcasts, including his own, where he's just a fucking he's been in jail, he's kidnapped people, he's a comedian, he's a father, he's he's in jujitsu, like he tries to take care of himself, he's a married man. He's like for being a famous person, he's very much in touch with being just a regular down to earth human being
Right.
as opposed to being, oh, I'm a famous celebrity. Um, and his just his way of doing things always makes me laugh because he starts the videos off always with, "Hey, what's up, you bad motherfuckers?" And it's just you know what I mean. Like it's not the aggression in the sense of like listen to me because I'm an alpha male. It's like that's the kind of like it's nice to hear that and from time to time like you're a bad motherfucker, dude. Like you're busting your ass off today. You're hitting the gym. You're taking care of your body. You're going to work. You're doing your best. And sometimes like again from where it comes from, like him feels so much better to hear. And again, you can laugh at it and everything like that, but it just feels better.
And
Listen, for me at least.
yeah, I just gotta agree with you on that because yeah, me too. I watch those videos, and you're right. It is great to have someone who's been through as much shit as he has to call me a bad motherfucker, and that you know because it's different. It's a different tone. He actually it's sound because he's trying to he's trying to motivate people, trying to get people off their ass, and just
Yeah. Yeah.
as opposed to I'm gonna compare it to, so we all know who DJ Khaled is, right? Or Khaled.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, Dryden knows. Jay, you know as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna compare Joey Diaz to. So this is back when Vine was still when Vine was still a thing,
Oh
and
my
Yeah.
God.
every
That was a while ago.
every now and then I remember there would always be fucking DJ Khaled. I don't like him. I never liked him. I always thought that he was just kind of overrated. And I don't even know what the fuck. He's not even a DJ. Like I don't even know what the fuck does he do?
I think he
He,
just produces beats, I
he
think.
literally he used to only produce, if I recall correctly, he only used
Mhm.
to produce beats. I think he did DJing for a little while, which is where he got the name. Then he went into rap, and then he just kind of went right back to making beats.
Okay. There you go.
Fucking so anyway, comparing Joey Diaz to this guy, DJ Khaled, way back in Vine, sometimes in my suggested or sometimes friends of mine from high school would read share, like I don't know what the term was for Vine, but they would share it
Yeah.
on their store or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's basically just sharing to their stories or something, how the Instagram is. I
Like a
mean,
retweet.
basically,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, a lot of these platforms essentially just took Vine as and put
Yeah.
it into their own way. But go
So
on, yeah.
DJ Khaled would always go on. He had these series of vines, quote unquote, called the keys to success. I don't know if you guys ever remember seeing those, but
No, I literally have not seen. So this is all new to me. The good.
so he it's literally what we were talking about before we talked about Joey Diaz, Justin and Dryden. So he would always be like, the key to success, whenever you take a shower, always use Dove soap. Trust me. Trust me. And he's vining himself taking a fucking shower with his shirt
I
off. Like, dude, the key to success, always make sure that you drive the best cars. Trust me. And I'm pretty sure he crashed his car vining about the keys to success.
So and that could cover the exact topic like when holy shit, that could cover the topic in the sense of people are using these types of like videos as memes but to try and motivate, and they just completely miss.
It totally misses the mark. You have Joey Diaz who does these things where it has so much power and emotion behind it because you could
Yeah.
tell that he's trying he's trying he tries to mean what he says and that he's trying to help people. With DJ Khaled,
Yeah.
it's just how is using fucking Dove soap gonna make me success? It's fucking
Yeah.
you know what I
of
mean?
soap. What do you mean?
Exactly. Like it goes back to what I said before. It's like, is this really trying to help me, or is he just trying to get views?
Yeah.
Dove
He's
soap.
he's that guy.
Fucking
Or maybe he literally thinks that's the way to do things. Like I did it, so it'll work for you.
fucking the keys to success. Oh shit! Crashes his car.
Yeah.
Stupid,
Well,
dude. Dove
and that's the
soap.
thing where like Joey will be like he'll not mock in the sense, but he's like do your 21 push-ups, talk your shit, all that stuff, and you'll and have a good day kind of thing. Like I love that as he's smoking a blunt or taking a hit from the bong because he's just a
Yeah.
down to earth guy like that.
Yeah.
But
Liking
it's
this guy more and more.
yeah, yeah. If
Exactly.
anybody wants to check him out, literally just go to his Instagram page, and he also has a podcast too. And it's funny because he's like I said, he knows where he's come from. He's an immigrant from Cuba, moved to the states. He's done a lot of bad things. Done a lot of good things. He's just an average dude that has a big platform. So like from someone like that, any kind of message where it's like, yo, like I went through it all and I came out not on top, but I came out in a life that I love to live. That's where you find real meaning in the message, even if it's as silly as like, "What's up, you bad motherfuckers? It's
Yeah.
Tuesday afternoon. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Do your 23 push-ups, your 20 crunches, and I don't know, smoke a blunt, and you're good," kind of thing. Uh, there's a lot more that goes with it because, like I said, it's just someone you can actually believe in. Um, there's other videos though that, like you said, they go to they go to the out of context um, areas, and it masquerades as this is what you could do for success. And I just feel like I don't know. To me, it seems a little dangerous because if someone's again, in today's world, there's so many areas where you can reach to get some kind of inspiration, some motivation, just even if it's to get up out of bed. You've had a rough go for the last little bit,
Yeah.
and you just need any form of inspiration. So maybe even if these ones that I'm not a fan of because I can kind of see how badly out of context it's taken might help somebody. I don't know if it's sustainable or realistic to continue those things for in that context.
Yeah. Well,
Because oh, sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, like, because you said it's dangerous, and I take that as it's like I don't think it's safe to rely on these types of videos, these shorts that you see on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok in order to
Mhm.
make yourself better. It's like, yeah, they might be motivational, but if you're just gonna rely on that, I don't know. I think, especially if it's those types of videos like I keep on saying before, if it's kind of misguided,
Mhm.
like in a sense, like you know what I mean?
Oh, definitely. Well,
I
and
know what
that
you mean.
yeah, I think then it's like, do you watch these videos to feel like you're motivated just because you want the feel, or do you really need it? Like, you know what I mean? Like maybe some people end up getting like addicted to how these videos make them feel,
Yeah,
which ends up kind of making things worse. Like I want to say like in real life, but in life because it's like if the only way you're actually feeling any type of it becomes like a drug. Like a lot of people are addicted to their phones and to technology and to like these types of platforms.
yeah,
So that's where I get the worry from because if you're just addicted to seeing like these types of videos, what happens when you can't watch them? Or what happens when you get to a certain age and all you've been doing is saying the same thing over and over again and you're using these videos and you keep getting that little bit of serotonin dump or dopamine and you're like, yeah, this is fucking good. And then 3 years of just watching these videos only and you have nothing to show for it.
yeah.
That's my worry for a lot of people.
Dude, that's the scariest thing to even think about in general.
Right?
Like you have all these platforms that create like the actual content that's like needed to help people, and then
Hmm.
you have all these meme contents. And if they're following literally just the meme contents, they're fucked.
No.
Like
What?
not even just like a sarcastic like they're screwed. Those guys aren't going anywhere.
Yeah. And but it goes to that addiction to technology. I mean, I guess we're all kind of guilty of it
Oh
when you
yeah,
really
Oh
think about it. I mean,
I am.
What
I'm
are
one
what are we
one
using right now?
exactly, and that's the thing. Like, then it becomes like, okay, like, how often are you like? For me, what I'm gonna try and start doing. This is an idea I had a couple of days ago, where for the first half hour of my day, I don't touch my phone. That way, when I get up, like I get up, I have my water, um, get a coffee in me, get some food, stretch a bit, and then I start my day that way. A good like half hour goes by, and it's something that I don't have to rely on because a lot of people, what they will do is the second you wake up, what do? You grab your phone and check Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you do. But it's again, you're reliant on that phone to get you going to start your day, and for me, I just don't want to be too dependent. I've deleted apps like social media platforms in my life already, and it's done nothing but good. So for me, eventually, I want to get to the point where I don't need to be on my phone for more than an hour a day.
Yeah.
Again, with context, like I want to be able to do podcasts and like if it's something I'm learning, like if I need to do something to my truck and I need to watch like a YouTube video because I can't afford a mechanic, that way like I learn a skill. That's in the right context.
So
There's
like
nothing wrong with that.
it's like using technology with a purpose instead of using technology for like just entertainment purposes.
Yeah, like just to
Which
pass the time.
which I admit I do. I probably need to
Mm.
stop
Oh,
doing
we
that though.
all we all do. I think
Dude, I'm at least on my phone for like an hour or 2 hours just scrolling through feeds.
Yeah. And
exactly.
if it's not my phone, it's my Xbox or my desktop. Like
Mhm.
I'm always looking at a screen.
Gaming
Yeah.
doesn't count. Gaming can't count. You're doing something.
Yeah, true.
Well, there's a little bit of a reward to well, in a way, there's a bit of a award to that. So it's I can understand why gaming, the story of video games, the competitive nature of video games. At least there's like that. Whereas like mindless scrolling, half the like I don't know about you guys, and it does come with these types of videos, these shorts or clips or reels or whatever. But half the time, if I spent like an hour of my day doing that, a good 30 to 40% of it, I get pissed off by what I'm seeing anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Justin, you know how I was telling you like I was pissed off throughout the week? Yeah, I
yeah,
woke up and like maybe half an hour after I woke up, I checked my phone and saw motivational videos and I was like, fuck this shit. And then I
yeah.
texted you and I was like, I'm pissed off for today. And then I went and worked out and did everything else I had to do.
Well, and that is the proper supplement for, like not specifically these videos, but like for life. Like, yeah,
Just
if
in
you,
general.
yeah, like a good workout. I think if even if someone's afraid to go work out, and I get that, like
Dude,
you're
a
going to
good
a gym.
stretch, a good yoga stretch in the morning, 100% changes your day and your mood completely. A
Yeah.
nice stretch to like open up your chest and just open up the muscles that you're going to be using throughout the day, whether it
Yeah.
be sitting or like literally just moving back and forth in an office, you're
Hmm.
still moving your muscles. Like they need to be stretched. Your muscles are like elastic bands.
Mm.
Yeah. They need to be used, and that's
Yeah,
that's where the danger of everything comes in. I'm gonna sit and watch these inspirational videos, these motivational videos for X amount of time during my day, where maybe you only should have probably watched maybe one or two, and then you went and worked out and stretched, or you stretched and then worked out, and you know, like maybe that's the thing. Because I mean, some of these videos, like they have like millions of views. So if you're meaning they must be popular. So if you have the right amount of people watching it for the right amount of time, and like I said, if a casual or sorry, and the average human being is scrolling through their phone 2 3 hours a day, what could have they been doing with that 2 to 3 hours instead of scrolling? Like something more productive as opposed to just watching whatever. It doesn't have to be these specific types of videos, but you know what I mean. Like we're all guilty of it. We all scroll for the sake of just passing time.
Yeah.
And
And, it is a little worrisome. I mean, like you said, some people are they just sitting around and they feel like shit and they're just watching hours, not hours, but just a lot of these motivational short videos on Instagram,
mhm,
TikTok, YouTube, just to feel better, or do they want to get motivated? Because it's one thing to watch these and feel better, but it's another thing to like start making a change. Because if you don't make a change, you watch these videos and do nothing. It's like, oh, okay, well, I feel better today. You didn't do anything. Next day, you
mhm.
feel exactly the same or even worse. So you can't
Well,
you can't just rely on someone like watching someone on your phone or tablet for 30 45 seconds a minute. It's you need to make a change. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, and that's the thing with when it comes to any kind of crutch. When you first start anything, like it's like the first time you like, yeah, like well for me, the first time having an energy drink as opposed to the 50th to the 500th time, it's completely different. So like, and that's where people are you're gonna start to need to watch more of them to get the same effect that you originally had with them. And that's the thing where it's like if I got to, say video 40 during my day, and then I'm like, you know what, maybe I should get off my ass. Well, maybe the first few times you've seen these videos, you only needed to watch one or two. It works like that with a lot of things, right? It's not maybe it's like like it's the like serotonin, like your mind just gets so numb or gets so used to it that it takes more to get the same effect.
Yeah.
It's like drinking, like your body gets used to it so much that it takes way more drink to get you to be drunk. I think the brain chemistry there works the exact same way. So like the hope is like you watch these things and you get what you need, and then eventually you don't need to be so reliant on it.
Yeah, I agree.
But there is also some like educational ones that I do appreciate. How I was talking earlier about like the context of say a guy like Joey Diaz and him saying um, like just the simple like "Yo, what's up, you bad motherfuckers," and like that's nice. But then there's like the more like maybe not so much literally educational, but like I remember seeing like the one with Jim Carrey that's been going around as of late, where he was explaining like the difference between what it feels like to be depressed and sad and stuff. And for me at least, I definitely know what it's like to be sad. I think well everybody knows what it's like to be sad, but to really explain the difference between being just sad and having like a few rough weeks even to being like depressed and like feeling very uncomfortable in your own skin and like living a lie. Like it's almost like your brain's telling you like what you're doing with your life right now is not good, or like you know what I mean? Like it's tired of living the life you are living right now. So I'm gonna be like my energy is gonna be low. I'm gonna be sleepy and tired all the time. Like to me, hearing something like that from a guy like Jim Carrey, knowing his history, knowing his past when it comes to like the losses in his life and like all that, like to me, hearing something like that makes so much more sense and it makes me feel way more engaged, I guess. Like, you know, it's more authentic.
Yeah.
Whereas yeah, whereas like some of these videos will just, like I don't know this person. They could just be having a rough few days, and they're gonna explain like again. I don't know if you're listening to someone talk. It's harder to really know who they are, especially in these types of formats. I'm using Jim Carrey because like, he's. I don't know if anybody doesn't know who the fuck Jim Carrey is by now.
I think we all know who Jim Carrey is. Like, if you
If
don't,
we don't know who Jim Carrey is, I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and again, I don't know him personally, but like knowing what's out there about the guy, it's kind of a lot easier to understand like what he's saying and like the the actual like what is it, continuity or like um I can't remember the word I'm looking for. This
Yeah,
sounds
it's
daft.
fine.
But yeah, so like yeah, those are the types of people that those are the types of videos, sorry, that I feel like they do a really good job in helping people. Where I think it's more in a way educational or um more helpful because of the source it comes from. Earlier, I was mentioning Joey Diaz, and then I just mentioned um, Jim
Jim
Carrey.
Carrey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and though, like I was saying before, those are the types of people that maybe you could their words mean more because you can see what they've been through. Yeah, they're in the public eye, they're celebrities, and it's you don't really know them person to person, but their story is out there.
hmm
It's easier to relate to in a general sense.
And by contrast, you have someone who, I think you said this before, someone who's just having a bad day, or who they they're sitting in their car, they set up their phone, they look at the screen, they hit record, and then they just go and say, listen, do these things, don't be afraid of anyone, don't, and they're sounding
Hmm.
motivational, but at the same time, they're not a celebrity. It's just someone who probably is having they're just pissed off, they're having a bad day, and
Yeah.
maybe they're saying all these things because they want to hear. My opinion is that now, and I don't really know for sure. It's not really more opinion. It's just more like my thought of this is that maybe yes, they are trying to be motivational. They're like, you know what? I'm gonna turn my bad day into something good. I'm gonna I'm gonna tell everyone my methods of how I stay motivational. I do these things, blah 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 blah. You know,
Hmm.
part of me also thinks that maybe, just maybe, they are just looking for people to comment, looking for views to comment, say stuff like, "Yeah, good job, brother," or "You go, girl," like "You got this." They're just looking for that kind of attention. They're not actually trying to be, helpful to other people, which I guess isn't that bad of a thing. But
Well, that's that could be someone's way of not necessarily seeking attention, but they could be having a rough go, and it's like their form of trying to find validation that they're not getting in life, or like from people in their life, I should say, is like here I'm gonna post to these things and just to let a little bit out, and we'll see where it goes. And again, you don't know if this person or these types of people are having a truly bad day, or if it's just like you said, like, are they just doing this to get some kind of reaction?
Yeah,
Because you never know. Like there's people, like I said, people could be going through rough patches in their life, and they could be really, like, really going through it, and that's just, they need some form of, I don't want to say attention, because I feel like that's more negative than what I'm trying to say,
they just
but
want
it's like,
someone. Sorry to cut you off, but I feel like they just want someone to say that you got this, or
yeah.
to me, it's never a bad thing for reassurance. I just, sometimes I just want someone to say it's going to be
Hmm.
all right, or you got this, or
Yeah.
you know, um,
Sometimes that's literally all you need to hear
Yeah.
for like
All
to
it is.
start your day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
a hug is all I need. You know what I mean? To,
Yeah. You're right. Honestly, like, there's honestly nothing wrong with that.
No,
but
dude, even a good smile, like just smiling from a stranger or getting a smile from a stranger, just like brightens your day up too.
Yeah.
but I just want to say, I don't like fake people, and and and,
Well, and that's the thing, right?
and that's the thing with again going into these shorts. Maybe some of them, and it's not more. This doesn't involve those like those edits that people make.
Hmm.
It's like a montage of like people giving speeches to the public, and
Hmm.
they have like sports clips. And it's like super cool, or people filming themselves in their car when they're having a bad day. This is more to do with people, you know, like DJ Khaled, who I said before at the near the beginning of the podcast, or
Hmm.
other people who are putting out these bullshit lists of if you eat two bananas at night, you'll feel, you know, your depression will disappear overnight. If you start like counting sheep at night, you will see that you'll you'll get 10 for, so, I'm kind of just I'm kind of bullshitting here, but it's
No, I understand what you mean. I see, like, there's definitely those types that, you just see kind of right through them. Like, for what
exactly
when you see genuine videos where people are like, there's a difference between someone being genuine and someone just bullshitting for the sake of sounding a certain
s-
way.
seeming nice. And I kind of want to tell the
Yeah.
story. There was this kid I knew. I'm not going to mention his name, but there was this kid I knew. I went to private school. I was a hockey player. He was a skier. That was kind of the two main sports our private school was known for. And there
Hmm.
was this kid. He was a new kid. I was only there for 2 years because I went as a repeat junior, so I could play hockey longer. I went there as a repeat junior. My senior year, he was a new kid, and he was saying hi to everybody. He was all nice, like, hey, he had a big smile on his face. Hey, how's it going, guys? Like, oh yeah. He um he's the type of guy to ask about, say that describing what happened in your day, or you're talking about something that interests you, and he's the kind of guy who's, oh really, what's that? But he does it to seem nice. He's not really that interested. That's the kind of vibe I was getting off of him, is that he's buddy buddy with everything, with everything and everyone. And there was just something off about him. It's just like he's doing this to seem nice, I feel like.
Hmm.
And I guess it kind of confirmed it when I was trying to talk to him about something. He's like, hey Eddie, how's it going? Oh, like, I was having a rough day, because living at a boarding school gets hectic as hell. He said,
Hmm.
I'm sitting in the living room. We have a living room on our campus. I'm sitting down. I'm doing some homework. I'm visibly in stress. He sits down. He's like, "Hey Eddie, how's it going?" Or no, he doesn't sit down. He stands next to me. "Hey Eddie, like, how's it going?" "Oh hey, and I'm telling him, it's not so great." And all the while he's just kind of he's on his phone looking down. He's not even paying attention. And he just goes, "Mm-hmm, yeah, yeah." Like, that, and I was just kind of like, wow, really? I kept talking, and I'm just like, yeah, I should really get back to work. I didn't really make a scene out of it. He's like, okay, dude, yeah, it was good talking to you, and he just walks away. That's that's you know what I mean? It's that
Yeah.
and I hated that. I hated that. It's that kind of persona that guy had is kind of what some of these videos are. It's like, are you kind of like what DJ Khaled was trying to do? Are you really trying to help me? Do you really care, or do you really just want to seem nice? Do you want the attention?
Yeah.
and I hate that. I hate nobody likes an attention seeker. I mean,
Yeah, no.
it's different if you just if you want help, if you if say I just want someone to tell me that's going to be okay. I'm hurt. Someone please help me. Someone please give me a hug. As opposed to, hey, look everyone, I'm nice. Look how nice I am. If you brag about yourself being, oh, I'm the nicest guy. Like, yeah, chances are you're not that nice. you know.
Yeah, and that's the someone well, and that's the thing with some of these people, or again, some of these videos where it's just like they end up buying their own shit,
Exactly. That's exactly.
and and sometimes for me in these videos, like I don't know, so I'll be in a mood, let's say, and I'll either see someone post one of these clips or one of these videos from not anybody specific, like not any like channel or I guess personality specifically, but it's just like they'll post somebody and this person will say whatever whatever they're saying, and sometimes I'm literally like, who the fuck are you?
Right.
Like,
Right?
that's where I get to where it's just like, how do I know I could trust you with anything you're saying? Like, you're taking other people's quotes that you've heard and you're saying, yeah. It's like, okay, so what are you doing? Like, what are we doing here? Why, like, and these videos will have thousands of views, and people are like, "Yeah, this is so true." It's like, what is
Oh,
true?
it's like those TikToks where they have the sound of another video of another motivational speaker,
Yeah,
and some either they're mouthing to the words or they're just doing something else.
yeah,
It's like you're
just not for me.
no, it's not for me. It doesn't help me
No,
because you're not
no.
trying to help me. I'm trying to get
Yeah,
motivated. You just want me to watch you is what you're doing. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
just
See, like the people I can accept doing the motivational ones, like with the motivate, like using the speakers, is if it's something in the background that's like giving it like some reason to be there, like
yeah. There's a
working out with a
context behind.
motivation with it. Yeah,
Yeah,
context. So like it's
yeah,
something to do and like they bring in like some sort of car analogy. So there's a car that goes by or something along that like the premise of what it's supposed to go with.
yeah. Because sometimes these videos will literally just be someone sitting in their room with their phone kind of like left of their face, and they're saying that, and then they kind of like look angry or look like a certain way, and I'm like, who the fuck are you?
exactly.
What are you doing? Like, again, this is just me, and I could be a dick like that. But like, even if it is that, even if it is like their way of thinking, like this will be either a cool or be helpful. It's like, what? Really?
They're not you're
There's
not that guy. You're not that cool
yeah,
if you do that.
yeah. It would
Hmm.
be like someone try to like impersonate like a guy like, or it's like it's the one meme that's going around where it's just like um your favorite actor in the scene in the movie never said what like that quote that this person said was written for them. It's not them.
Yeah.
Like that's why I'm like as I've gotten older, I've stopped liking characters more so from like films and started liking people. You know what I mean? Like sure, you can see a very badass fucking part in an action movie, and for others, it might be exactly what they need, right? Like a lot of people are into superheroes, and as much as it is like written script and everything, it might be what they need. That's fine.
Yeah.
Um, for me, it's just like I like it's people that have lived life that have has had rough lives or has had a rough life that has been through a lot and they fought their way out of that. They fought their way to get to where they are now in whatever form of success they have is up to the you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if they're happy in their life and they got out of where they used to be, to me that's a better story than any superhero movie could ever tell me. Like that's just my opinion, but
I mean, that's a superhero tale in its own right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and that's where it comes from, like how you said, like some people might just say a lot of shit, like Eddie, like you were saying, like some people might say just a lot of shit, and it's just like they're trying to be a certain way and they're trying to act a certain way, and it's just like, again, going back to these videos without context, some of them are just so full of like shit,
It's not real.
like
It's not genuine.
yeah, yeah, it's not genuine, and especially when it's out of context, it's not like it's not really helpful.
Not at all. It's
No.
it's
No, it's
more
more damaging than anything in a way.
yeah.
Yeah. And but again, that's the whole, I guess, the whole idea behind some of these videos where it's like, or that, sorry, that's the point of this conversation is, the good and the bad of um these reels, these short clips. Again, Vine started it all, and everybody wanted to take that idea because it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And now that everybody has access to it, a lot of bad people, or not even bad necessarily, just a lot of like, I don't know how you would say that. There's just a lot of people that are open to these types of things, so you're gonna get a lot of shit with a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, on that thought, boys,
Yo.
Yo.
where could the people find you if they want to get a hold of you for any kind of topic questions or any kind of Facebook? Like, where can the people find you?
Dry, you want to go first?
I was about to literally say, Eddie, you want to go first?
Well, I struck first, bitch. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So, if anyone wants to find me, the best way to go and like contact me or see what I'm going to be doing or seeing any fitness stuff I post is literally my Instagram. You'll find like my YouTube, you'll find my TikTok, you'll find the PM doc, literally anything, my Twitch, anything. If you guys go over to DrydenXOUIMET, you'll find me on Instagram.
Hmm.
Bleh.
For me, I have two YouTube channels. One is an animation channel that I make. I mainly use Gary's Mod, a bunch of short films that I like to make. I like to make my own films. I like to edit. I love editing. It's called youtube.com/mask M-A-S-K animations mask animations. Yeah, that's all one word. My other YouTube channel, and again, all of our contact information will be linked in the description of these podcasts. Um, Specifically on YouTube. My other YouTube channel is Lord Ed the Mighty. There's going to be a link for that in the description. It's just that channel is more like a clip dump. You can see a bunch of stuff I've edited before, gaming videos, memes, a bunch of short films I made, a bunch of stuff that I just kind of randomly post on there. That's also there. And I also stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/ mask9691, mask9691. Yeah, if you don't really see me anywhere else, you can find me on those three areas. And Justin?
I'm not the biggest social media guy, so I mainly just use Instagram, KingKitty84. I have been debating on making myself a Twitch account actually and starting to stream. So keep an eye out for
Ooh.
that in the future. But other than that, find me on Instagram, and if you guys want, send us a message here or leave comments down in the comment section, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. We also have a PM Doc Instagram, just at PM Doc, all lowercase, and you can find us there as well.
All right, boys.
Uh,
All right.
but on that note, boys, I think it's time to head out.
I think
All
so
right
too.
then. Yeah.
Would you look at the time?
Would you just look at it?
Well, damn. It
And
seems to be closing time.
on that note, bye.
Toodaloo.